So today we're going to talk about the pen tool. The pen tool is here on Illustrator. It happens in Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign, After Effects. It's one of the most important tools, I think, in the suite, especially when it comes to drawing. So in Illustrator, it becomes especially important. So this is the pen tool here. And what the pen tool does, we're going to make sure that we're working most of the time with a stroke and no fill. So I'm going to get rid of my fill by hitting the red slash. So I just have black on my stroke here. And what the pen tool does is when I click once, it drops what's called an anchor point. You can see where it says anchor point there. And if I click again, it creates a line segment that runs between the two. And then if I click over the top of that last anchor point, you see the circle pop up on the corner there? That will create a complete shape. So then I can move this shape wherever I want using the move tool. I can change the weight of the stroke, which is around that path there, by changing it in the stroke menu. And I've created this shape. I can also move each one of these points by using the white arrow tool. Official name of it is the direct select tool. And I can create something really interesting with that. If I want to, while I'm drawing, I can hold the command key down and it'll create that white arrow so I can continue in the middle to adjust my points and then keep going with that same path. So that's the command key. That's going to create a path that I can modify just like that. And you'll notice that these are kind of weird, awkward shapes. I'm just sort of playing around with it a little bit today to get the hang of it. Get you guys used to it. As these are vectors, which means they're infinitely scalable, I can hold that shift key down and change the shape, rotate these, change the size, stack them on top of each other. And again, they're transparent. They have no fill. They just have a stroke. If I wanted to put color in it, I could, just like that. And let's put yellow in this one so it's sitting on top. Okay, so that's what that looks like. If I want to make a curved line, I do almost exactly the same thing. I click once, and then I click and hold so I can drag, and that's going to create that curved shape. And then to complete it, just like that. So now I have this bubble, and I can move the points. Let's make it a little bit more bubbly. And I've got these handles here. These handles will allow me to change the angle that each one of those points is treated in. Woo! Do all sorts of fun stuff with it. So today what I'd like you to try is get used to the pen tool, play with filling things, playing with stroke. Again, you can hold the option key down to duplicate something, create some patterns, play around a little bit, and get used to the pen tool and moving things around with the direct selection and the white arrows. There's a tutorial that'll walk you through this on Moodle. It's 2 files. The first one is just goes through a worksheet of the techniques, and the second one is called Maze. So there it is, guys. Enjoy the pen tool. Take a look at that today. Thanks.